everyone, welcome back to Tips of the Trade, a channel where I talk about all things related to the entertainment industry. Today, I'm going to be talking about what to do for vocal problems, how to handle a hoarse, tired, overworked voice. And this is something I know a little bit about. My voice is tired. I guess this is a good problem to have. I'm in the thick of the season where I'm gigging a lot of gigs, which is great, but voice has been tired. Voice has been a little overused. A slew of possibilities can be causing the problems, but today we're going to talk about what to do to help them. My first tip is to determine the root of the problem. So if you're having vocal problems because you have a cold, it's pretty obvious why those problems are happening, and it's temporary. So you may have gigs or a show to do while you're sick, and you will need to find some quick fixes to be able to still use your voice and be able to work. But it is a temporary problem, so I guess that's the good side of things. If you have allergies, seasonal allergies, or allergies to dust, and you're working in a black box theater that's really dusty and your voice is being affected by it, this is something that you can also help to treat. Allergies can be a little tricky. Medications that you use for allergies can sometimes cause other side effects that can also affect your voice. Dryness, tiredness, maybe. So it's a matter of finding the right kinds of medications that can help the allergy problems but not hurt your voice anymore. As you can tell, my voice is hoarse right now. I'm gonna drink some water. Another cause for vocal problems can just be overuse. You can just be tired and using your voice a lot. If you're just physically tired from working a lot, that can absolutely have an effect on your voice. Maybe you've also caused a little bit of swelling in your vocal cords, which can be very problematic. So if overuse is the problem, trying to handle keeping your body healthy, resting as much as you possibly can, those kinds of things can help that. If you think that your problems are related to poor technique, that is definitely something that you should get a handle on. Make an appointment with a vocal coach or a voice teacher, or just go back to the drawing board with vocal exercises. You have to make sure that you're using proper technique if you're working a lot, or else these kinds of issues can be more prevalent. My second tip, which could have easily been tip number one, is water. Water, water, water. Step number one, water is the number one thing singers need. If you're especially tired, if you're especially sick, if you're not feeling great, if you have allergies, all of these things can be helped if you are drinking a lot of water. If you have mucus on your vocal cords, water can help to thin that out. If you're just not feeling well, water can help flush out your system a little bit. You need water, just drink a lot of water. Tip number three, I sort of touched upon in tip number one, which is proper technique. Go back to the drawing board a little when it comes to vocal warm-ups and vocal technique. If you're finding that you're in work mode, you're singing, performing a lot, and you're noticing that your voice is getting tired and getting affected, go back to those vocal warm-ups. Make sure that you're doing a proper warm-up before every performance. Go back to your technique. Make sure that you're breathing properly, using proper placement, all of those things that you've learned in voice classes. Just make sure that you're really mindful of those things when you're performing, just to preserve your voice as much as possible. My fourth tip for helping a tired, hoarse voice is steam. I have found steam is very, very soothing. It really helps. And there are a lot of very easy ways to do this. You can just take a hot shower. You can turn the shower on and just be in the room in a steamy environment. Maybe do your warm up in that room. You can boil some water and put a towel over it and breathe the steam. Don't burn yourself. Or you can get a personal steamer. This is the one that I have right now. It's awesome. I had a different one that was had a bigger opening, which is cool too, although I felt like some of the steam was dissipating to like my face, and what I really wanted was just my voice. So this has a smaller opening. I kind of like this. It really, really helps. It helps to take the mucus off the cords. It helps with some swelling. It helps to kind of open things up, and a really simple, healthy option. My fifth tip is to find soothing remedies and soothing types of products to use for your voice. So easy one is tea, warm water, honey, using products like lozenges, maybe slippery elm. That's a product that's used quite a bit in lots of singing formulas, but you can get lozenges that are just slippery elm. It's very kind of soothing. Tip number 6 is to find other kinds of products or remedies that are meant for times when you're having vocal problems. So maybe these remedies are not meant to be used every day. Maybe these are just for when you're not feeling well. Sometimes you can take Mucinex if your vocal cords are kind of sticky with mucus from a sickness or allergies. I actually had an ENT that recommended I take it every day, but it can be kind of drying if you do it a lot. So for me, that's something that I don't really want to do every day unless I have something going on. Another product I use is this. It's called Voice 37. It's a tincture, I guess. It's herbal, not really meant for daily use, it says in the instructions. First ingredient is slippery elm, as I mentioned, is a product that's very soothing. It's something that you can put into some water a few hours before you perform, and it helps to kind of, I don't know what it does. It does help though. I'm gonna do a product review on this because it's kind of magical and a little confused by what it does, but it works. So, you know, there's tons of products out there. I know there's Entertainer's Secret, which is a spray. There's Singer's Saving Grace. These are all like herbal remedies that you can do in times when your voice is kind of hoarse or not feeling great. And my last tip is if you're finding that your voice is very hoarse or you're having a lot of problems, you're not able to sing things that you can normally sing, and it's feeling to you like a snowball effect where you just can't get out of the vocal problems, I really recommend going to see a specialist. Go to see an ear, nose, and throat doctor and have them take a look. Make sure that you're not damaging yourself. I mean, you only get one voice, and especially if this is how you make a living, you don't want to go too long without knowing exactly what's going on. So go see a doctor. I am not a doctor, I will say my disclaimer. I'm just a singer who is trying things to help my voice. So go see a professional. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of great tips here for performers of all kinds. So I hope to see you again soon.